finish.
Yes, please.
Can we maintain that order? One person addressing the court at a time.
Yes.
Yes. Now, my lord, your lordships have just dictated, if I heard correctly, that we have no difficulty resuming work.
No, we have said that you said that in principle the doctors would like to come back, but they wanted confidence building measures.
Yes.
And that with these steps which we have now virtually taken from your application and the other steps that you are now willing to...
There's just one caveat to that. My lord, one addition, if you can just record it. My lord, we are accountable to our general body. We plan to hold our general body today or tomorrow. So there may be a gap of time. I want that on record. I don't want to be told I'm in contempt of court.
Ms. Jaising has informed the court that in view of the minutes which were recorded before the Chief Minister, the meeting held on 16 September 2024, and the directions which have been issued in this order, the junior doctors would approach the general body so that a broad consensus evolves to facilitate the return of the doctors to work.
Yes, one more thing, my lord, one more thing. Your lordship will just come to prayer B. Prayer B. Now, my lord, this is a very, very serious issue, and we know it requires to be addressed. Direct the state government to establish and fix administrative responsibility. My lord, just hear me out. We are not getting into the domain of the CBI. My lord, we do not wish to get into the domain of the CBI.
Earlier direction of this court.
My lord, it is not my case that I want to interfere with the domain of the CBI. The words have been chosen carefully. We have used the expression fix administrative responsibility.
Jaising, 1 second. Those responsible for the cover-up of the incident.
My lord, I made a statement earlier that it is still there. Not hear me for a minute. What is that?
We are still being apprised by CBI
yes.
of the nature of the cover-up which took place.
No.
1 second. Until CBI gives us a better, updated status report, then we will issue directions to them.
I bow to that, my lord. I'm not talking about the domain of the CBI. Just hear me for one.
No, we are not saying. 1 second. Once CBI points out what has emerged during the course of the investigation, we will have some material to issue directions to the state government to take action. But we must have some material before.
I agree. This is going to be a continuing mandamus. I agree. I know that your lordships are not ignoring this issue, but give me 1 second. My lord, your lordship needs to be told that one of the reasons they've not gone back to work is because it is their belief, rightly or wrongly, that those responsible for this disaster are still there. And these people on return will be victimized, my lord. We want some kind of assurance from this court that they will not be victimized on returning to work because they are still there. They are working in RG Core Hospital today. Today, my lord. They are working there.
And the Chief Minister has already made the statement publicly. In the meeting yesterday, it is recorded.
That is why I chose my words carefully, not CBI administrative action. My lord, for example, the principal has been suspended under the civil service rules.
It is not possible.
To apply. And one last thing I want to apprise you of. My lord, there are statutes involved in the functioning of these institutions. One is the University Act, the other is the Medical Council Act, and the third is, of course, the Department of Science. All three have to take responsibility for what's been going on in the hospitals. Three statutory bodies have to be held responsible, my lord, for what has gone on over here. All the statutes have a provision in them for monitoring, each one of them, monitoring the functioning of every hospital. The state has a responsibility to monitor. The university has a responsibility to monitor. The medical council has a responsibility to monitor. And my prayer A concerns those three statutory bodies. I'm not interfering with the work of the CBI at all. And they are still there. They are still roaming around in the premises. My lord, you give us any guarantee, we are willing to take it and go back to work. Anything the court thinks is proper. I'm not putting any preconditions, my lord. Protect us. That's all. There's a fierce psychosis right now.
This is correct, Mama.
And we want to go back to work. I want to make that clear.
If the Chief Minister has given insurance, Mullahs, then what more do they want?
What's the nature of the assurance? You tell us what is the nature of
the nature of the assurance. No action will be taken against them. No punitive action will be. What more can be said? Well, joint work,
Question of
joint work, Manoj.
Making a separate point.
what punitive action will be taken against those who did this to us?
That's a matter of.
What will we do to them?
Come on.
We are seized the matter.
Yes.
Yes.
Once we have material, that is exactly the area which the CBI is monitoring. Namely, what was the other instances of corruption
Yes.
in these hospitals?
Well, Lord, it's not just
one
a
second.
question of corruption.
Just please understand what we are. Don't allow us to complete what we are saying. One, what is the nature of financial irregularities at Ajikor itself? Two, was there any acts of commission and omission in the performance of duties by these doctors, by the principal? Third, was there any attempt to cover up what happened or to hush up the crime? So a variety of issues is being
And
explored.
what, is there a nexus between them and the West Bengal Medical Council? Is there a nexus between them and the department? Is there a nexus between them and the university?
One second. We are seized of the matter. We are not leaving our prayer be. Mr. Sibal, we'll record Mr. Sibal's statement that the Chief Minister of West Bengal has assured the doctors, and which he reiterates before us, that no punitive or adverse action shall be taken against the doctors who are returning back to work in pursuance of your statement before.
Very well, my Lord.
But they must return to work. Manoj, is not as if.
Let it be recorded, my Lord. Let it be
But they
recorded.
must return to work.
Responding
Confidence building enable us to persuade them to go back to work.
General Senior Counsel has earnestly requested the court to record an assurance that no punitive or adverse action shall be taken against the doctors who return to work, particularly having regard to the fact